Welcome to Hunkydory Hullabaloo week of webisodes.
Ooh.
Yes, it's a hullabaloo. And we are going to every day feature a Hunkydory kit. And today is
Butterfly Bouquet. It's a great luxury card kit. It makes at least 32 cards, plus it has some very special cards too.
And they're gorgeous, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So come play with us. So here is the Butterfly Bouquet. Now I just want to lift this up because that is a thick pack of goodies.
Right, I love it when you do that. It's just, I mean, it's just full of creativity.
Ah, it is. And to help that creativity, there is an inspiration sheet. And so that's going to give you some ideas in addition to what we're going to give you. And on the back, there are instructions
for several very unique cards that are within this kit.
So there's a Fluttering frame easel card, say that 3 times fast, a butterfly garden rocker card, and a beautiful butterfly notelet.
And Hunkydory is very good nowadays about telling you exactly what to do to construct these, but we'll show you as well.
We will, and we have all of those samples ready for you. So to get into the kit, we'll show you. Now this is obviously going to be something with butterflies.
This is going to be this great note card set, and it starts off with this box that has this beautiful large butterfly on the front of it.
So this must be the pieces for the box. You get
the
some
pieces,
ribbon.
you get ribbon that's necessary for it, and these are the cards that go within the box. You've got to show both sides of these.
Oh. Okay, so they're notelets.
So there's an inside that's a little bit lighter, and then there's the outside. Plus it has the envelope, so it's a great little notelet box that holds all those notes.
Yes, quite a few.
I know there are quite a few. I can't remember how many there are.
And envelopes too, so that's nice.
Six notelet cards and envelopes.
Now this has a combination of the foiling that we're so familiar with from Hunkydory, and as we get in closer, you can see this unique coating.
It's encapsulated glitter. Okay, so they have like a clear embossing that holds in this glitter, and it's just gorgeous.
Doesn't rub off, so you're not going to be wearing it all over. So we have those on about 5 of the sheets, I think. And then of course we have the foiling, so that is another piece. And so
there are, let's see,
is a different card.
Of the glittered sheets, by the way, there are like 139 die cuts.
Oh, okay.
And of the foil, there are 168.
And altogether that makes
307 foiled and glittered die cuts.
Oh, you did that well. This is going to make another of the unique cards. So we'll be seeing
that. This makes the beautiful butterfly garden. Let's see, Fluttering frame easel
Fluttering frame, okay.
And then we have the butterfly garden rocker cards.
Okay, wow. Ooh,
again, it's a lot of words for what you don't know what they look like yet, but just the artwork, just looking at the artwork, it's beautiful. I love the real pastel colors that you're seeing. There are always lots of sentiments, more than one, so you can mix and match.
Now this is a sheet that has that encapsulated glitter, and so this is a whole variety of die cuts.
So these are these great garden sparkle die cuts, and you can add these to several of the different cards.
And you have foiled ones. And there's some acetate.
That is necessary for the rocker card.
That's a heavy acetate.
It is. It has to be pretty stiff, and we'll show you how.
Some envelopes.
The envelopes are usually for the shaped cards.
Yes, they are. And then we're going to get into the other die cuts that are great for regular cards. I love hydrangeas. How pretty is that?
So beautiful card toppers, lots of different shapes. I love the arch shapes. There are these great scallop designs, ovals.
How pretty. Oh, and
lots
all the
of
accents,
details,
the bows. Oh, pretty. Some hearts.
And that'll make a nice large card there.
Yeah.
I also love in some of the frames that you can get, the center will pop out separately from multiples. Multiples.
In fact, that one has 3. This one has 3. So very nice.
So while it says 32 cards, I mean, you could get more than 32 cards out of this easily.
And we've got a variety of tags, finishing touch. Then we're going into the adorable scoreable. Now, this also has the same finishes, so we're going to see that encapsulated glitter here.
So there are 4 of the glittered. And they are all on the 350 GSM cardstock. That's nice heavyweight stuff.
Okay, let's back up for just a second. So Now, you can certainly fold this and make one card.
Right.
Man, I would make a couple out of it because that's just gorgeous.
At least 2, if not 3 or 4.
Yes, pretty. Now we're into the foiled ones.
Of which there are 6 foiled.
Okay, I'm glad you know those numbers.
On the edges, you've got them on the top edge, and borders on the top, borders on the bottom. I like the tiny little bits of gold butterfly glitters going across.
Fluttering. Oh, tiny butterflies in there. Pretty. Beautiful? Yes, and then also like this on the corner.
So there are always matching cardstock. It's easy to mix and match all of these, and then you get into
just the printed adorable
of which
skull.
There are 10.
Okay, so here we go.
So corner treatments, overall treatments, borders, and it's just, of course, filled with these fluttering butterflies.
Now, we show you these in the webisode, but Gail also does these in the product videos.
Right,
so
in
that
detail,
you can
so you'll see each of them. You can always go to the product videos for our newer products and see what is all entailed in there.
Phew.
Okay. Let's see what you can do with them.
Let's start with one of the very special cards. This is a rocker card, but this is a rocker on steroids because look at what's going, don't you think? Yes. Look at this. I didn't tell her I was going to say that. It's got multiple layers, and you can see that acetate. See my fluttering butterflies?
Right.
That's being used there, but this has tons of dimension.
It does, and also it can be shipped flat, so that can just push right down.
Okay, let me do that. So
pretty
here
flat,
it is,
so
popped up.
Right.
Here it is.
Flattened down.
Absolutely flat.
And with the envelopes included, that's ready to go for shipping.
It will stand up.
Yep. Once you pop it up, it stands, and you can actually rock it a little bit.
I can rock it.
It's so cute.
And it will rock over. So, just beautiful. Okay, show us how to do this.
The elements that you will need to make this. Here's the back. Then, so they do this in steps. Here will be the next one on top of that, and the last is this piece right down in front. Okay, so keep that scalloped edge down at the bottom. The way they're going to connect these are with these 2 strips.
And actually, it makes the same image, so you're just placing them to complete the image that's on the back.
Like paper towel, one piece on top of the other.
Right.
So here are the 2 strips that are going to connect it. We're going to create 2 little boxes with these strips. Let me start with the one in the back, and you see that I have Ultra Tape on here already ready to go.
Ultra Tape comes like this. This is the 1/4 inch that you've used. It also is 1/2 inch.
And it is like super sticky. It'll really hold this heavyweight cardstock together. They are already scored, and with these strips you can turn them over and do all valley folds so that you'll create a box like that. So let me go ahead and remove that.
So this is going to become the kind of thing that holds it up.
The piece that holds it up, that holds them apart like so that they get that dimension.
And then that also folds flat.
Right, so I've got that one together. I'm just going to do this real quick. I'm going to put the next one together. It's scored, it's ready to fold. You just put that right
So you've got 2 little open boxes.
2 little open boxes, and now I'm going to connect the first box. I'm just going to
You become an expert at pulling that off.
I know that it's going to be hidden behind here, so I'm just going to place it here close to the bottom. Remove. I'm the expert because I go through before I do this and peel the little edges off just a little bit.
And I was just going to let you look like an absolute whiz, but no, you confessed.
So I'm going to try to line the artwork, trying to line the edges up. I definitely want that bottom edge to be even with the piece behind it.
Perfect.
Pop that on, and then you do the next one very simply, closer to the bottom. Keep it close to the bottom because you're going to have this piece to cover it. And then I just line this up with the edges down at the bottom and pop it on. Okay, so now I have my basic rocker shape, and the way to complete that is to pop out all of these little die cuts, and then if you cut from that acetate piece several 1/2 inch strips,
1/2 inch wide,
1/2 inch wide by about 3 inches long, and you can vary the length. And then I just zotted on the die cuts onto the ends of those. I would put more zots at the ends of these, go inside behind each of these, and just attach them behind so that they're popping out. And that's all you do. I would just put a zot on there and just stick it in behind here. And at varying levels, you want them sticking out in different places like that. And that's how you make it. And then the rest of them you can just pop on the front with foam
just
tape.
Add all of those sheets that have the variety of flowers and butterflies you would add. And then we've added, of course, you know how we are, pink jewel dazzles into the centers. And now in this particular one, the acetate is just behind that largest piece.
Right.
You can do whatever you like.
Right. There are just some of them sticking there, but I would do both. I mean, I kind of like an explosion of a butterfly bouquet. Yeah, I like the little noise it makes too.
Okay, so this is the Butterfly Garden Rocker cards. There are 4 of these, 4 different colors.
Okay.
Now we are going to go into the Fluttering frame easel.
And there it is, and there's that fluttering frame.
Open up our butterfly.
So when it lays flat, it sort of lays down flat like that, but then when you get it, you can sort of open it up, and isn't that beautiful?
So it's going to look like that. This is hanging in the center. So there is a label frame,
right?
And you can see all of the beauty that's going on. So as you said, this folds flat to mail.
It does fold flat, and the envelopes are with it. So here's that base card as it starts out. Here is, it is double-sided, so here's the inside of your card.
Lovely.
It is scored and ready to fold right there. So now you've got your card scored, folded, so you've got this beautiful edge, that cut work edge on the front. It is also scored right here. So if you want to make sure that that sits really, look at that, I just pulled that out of thin air.
Wasn't that nice, guy? I'm here for you.
It is also cut. It is scored here on each side, cut in the center. So you pop that up like that opening, and then along those score marks, it folds like that. So it lays flat, and then it opens up like so. And that's what your card will look like. In the center here, we're going to pop out this centerpiece because that's the window where this beautiful butterfly is going to sit. Let me set that aside for just a moment. I'm going to bring in, these are the pieces that you're going to use to decorate it. For the moment, all I need is this outer frame. So I'm going to
that's going to go on top of it.
Right, that's going to cover, and it's also going to capture the string that holds that butterfly.
That fishing line.
Right, the string is not included with it, so you can use twine or thread or whatever you want to use, but you see how it matches the edge, and that's where it's going to end up. Before I do this, I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue the back or tape it to get ready for what I'm going to do next. I like to use the mice stick when I'm kind of in a hurry. You can also use Ultra Tape, but the mice stick is kind of nice because it goes around edges really easily. And when I'm on air, I like it to go kind of quickly, so that's another good reason. So that's ready to go.
And you want to be sure to have adhesive here from the top because that's going to capture that string.
This is the piece that's going to be on the top. It's going to capture the string. So I'm going to put it there, but I'm also going to put it here. I want adhesive on both sides so it will hold on to.
Because you're serious about this adhesive.
You want to hold on to the string. So now I'm going to set that aside and bring in the butterflies, which I have partially gotten ready. So there are 3 butterflies used on that center piece. Each one of them it's not scored. You're going to go ahead and fold it in the center. But first I went ahead and put Ultra Tape on them. So I'm going to, one strip of Ultra Tape I felt like was all that was necessary. You can put something on the edges here too if you want that to be more secure. And so I take each one of those off before I start. And I have ready to go a piece of embroidery floss, and I got a darker color so that you could see it. Probably you would use something a little bit lighter.
I think I used fishing line.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be
clear.
great too. Yeah. But I want you to be able to see it for what we're doing. So one at a time, I'm going to bend this back. I kind of like to hold it together like that, and then match it up on one side of this butterfly, like so. I'm going to try to keep my head out of the way as I get those together. There, that's one part. And now I'm going to take another one, bend it back. I'm going to do the exact same thing, even on the same side, just because it's easier. Match up the edges, lay it right on there. And now, before I connect these last 2 pieces, I'm going to put the string on the center. And I kind of like to
said that.
I really like to double up the bottom so that it doesn't hang down past the bottom. Capture it in there. Try to make sure it's in the center. You can always cut off the extra at the top or the little end pieces.
Or pretend it's antenna.
Yeah, hey, that's good too. And there we go. Okay, so now you have a three-sided butterfly on a string.
You do.
With little floss antenna. That was a genius idea. I've got the card back over here. I'm going to suspend my butterfly. I want to look at it, make sure it's centered in there, set it up on the top. I'm going to sort of press it onto there. Then I'm going to put the frame on, just like so. Match up those edges as much as I can, and there. That has captured the string. I can cut the string off at the top, and there's my butterfly hanging from the center. When you're ready, you take the rest of them, you can foam tape them down at the bottom so that that creates your easel card.
Excellent. And as you saw, that was a blue, this is a purple. You make 4 of them, and they are in 4 different colors. So very fun. I've never seen anything like, actually, I've never seen anything like either one of these.
Yeah, I love the jewel dazzles on there. You place a few right there on the butterfly. You've got them on those. Yeah,
very nice. Now we have to use all the toppers, and we'll do that notelet. We haven't forgotten that. We'll do that at the end.
Right.
But here is an idea, and fun to let that peek out of the edge of the card. Now this is a 6.5 by 5 card, which is a standard we use, but you can certainly make a larger card if you wanted to, or let it peek out if you're going to tuck this in a package or hand deliver it, either way, because it wouldn't fit in a regular envelope.
But I think it's kind of stunning to have that going off the edge like that. It really calls attention to it. And that encapsulated glitter is just beautiful.
It is gorgeous. On the inside, there is just a couple more of the borders.
Which is great. I love that it's off to the edge, because you've got that huge focal on the center on front, and then this is just leaves a room over here to write if you like.
Very nice. And this says to someone special. As you mentioned earlier, lots of greetings are provided.
This was also, what you're seeing back here is not the cardstock. That is from a paper pack. I believe the roses and
or something. We're just muttering through that. Okay, I'm in the gallery. Now, here is did you see how we moved on from that? I don't think they noticed, do you? This is a center step card. You can create this either with the die cut cards or with the template.
And that's what's great about a kit like this. There's so much to choose from. You can do something. This is so simple. The card is already cut for you. You just pop on your die cuts, or you can create one of those fancier cards too.
Right. So with very fun way to use the borders is to go on each side of this as well as on the bottom. This is birthday wishes, is what that says, as is foam tape. The inside was finished, and you can see more of the pieces from the kit.
And just a little strip of the cardstock down at the bottom, so that's how you can make your cardstock last. Use it just in little pops and bits, and I just love the little foam taped die cuts just sitting on there.
And that's the pink border dazzles, so that works beautifully. Now, scrapbookers, look what we have for you. This is called a card kit, but don't let that deter you, because you can do whatever you want.
You know, it's kind of interesting. Somebody walked by when we were preparing for these, and saw somebody within the company and saw this and they go, "Oh, I didn't know you could make scrapbooking from Hunkydory stuff." And we go, "Well, yeah, you can put it on there."
Yes, you can.
You absolutely can. And so I love that you've got cardstock in the background. You've got these great border die
this is the Hunkydory adorable scoreable from the kit. This is from the watercolors.
Artful watercolors of a paper pack, and so just little accents of the cardstock, and then the die cuts.
The great big piece. I love the butterflies.
The butterflies. Have you noticed this one yet?
What?
That's part of the cardstock.
Very neat.
So to frame it a little bit, we just cut the edge of that butterfly with a penknife and lifted it up and placed the photo underneath.
Yeah, that matted photo underneath.
That's one of my favorite techniques.
Really pretty. So think about this, scrapbookers. You can get all of these pieces, all these bits that will match.
Right.
And you can put them on your
and all you had to
pages.
do is choose a photo that you like that goes with it, which is just absolutely perfect.
Series of photos, either way.
Okay.
Now, this is the butterfly notelet set. So this is the end result, and you see there's a box. It has this ginormous butterfly on top, accented with pink jewel dazzles. And this is where the ribbon comes in. And as I open this, very clever little hinge there, these are the notelets that are inside.
Right, and decorated to suit. You can use those die cuts, lots of extra die cuts for that, and then leave the center ready to go.
And that's printed on the inside.
They're just adorable. That is just a beautiful little set. Plus it's got those little envelopes to fit. So
right, and there are 4 of them, looks like.
4? No, well, you see 4, but I believe there are 6.
Okay, I think you're right.
Right.
So there's that many and more, and you're going to show us how to do that box?
That is correct.
Okay.
The box comes in 2 pieces. You're going to get 2 pieces that look like this, one without a tab and one with. So I'm working with the one with the tab at the moment. This is the outside, this is the inside. It is scored, it is ready to fold along these score lines, and I've put ultra tape. I'm going to show you where I put it. You can put it on this one. Okay, there's a difference here. The tabs down below might get kind of close to see that. One of the tabs is angled, one of the large tabs is angled. The center tab is angled. This tab is not, it's straight, and if it was that other one, it would look just like that. It's straight on the edges. That's the one you want to remain outside. This one's going to be on the inside, so I've got the ultra tape on there. I'm going to take that one off. I'm going to take that one off. The score lines are here and here, so I'm going to fold it there. Fold it there.
And I notice there's a hole already there for the ribbon.
There's a hole at the top for the ribbon. And then when I get to this part, I'm going to fold down first the inner piece like that, and I'll fold this right down on top of it. We're going to make this box shape. This is going to sit here, and then that outer piece goes down last, and try to get the edges lined up there. There we go. Pretty well lined. And there you go. The ultra tape's on there. It created this little half box. I did it already with this one. So now you've got 2 of these, and this one has this extra strip. So on the outside of that,
so that's going to be the hinge.
That's going to be the hinge.
Okay.
And I'm going to just get my box ready. Make sure that my hole is matching with this hole. These 2 ends have to be together. I can set this down, place that hinge right in there, just line up the corners like so, and press it down, and you have a box.
Okay.
So there's your box.
And then you can slip the ribbon in. You can see it was cut in half, knotted, and then slipped in.
Tie a knot on one end and pull it through, and then you'll have that knot on the inside to hold it. Now the butterfly is going to go on the outside of your box. Let's see, we have it like this.
And it's in 2 pieces.
It comes in 2 pieces. The only place you need to put the ultra tape is on the body. So on the back of the body, I've got some ultra tape. And before you put it down, it's kind of neat to shape it. And you can just do this with your fingers.
Just
go like that, just sort of just roll it so it sort of sits up like that.
You're being pretty firm with that.
Oh, this is nice. This cardstock is so forgiving because it's tough stuff.
Okay.
I still love that it's colored on the underneath side. I am going to lift this up just a little bit right there at the body so that it will sit up. Remove the ultra tape. This part might be a little tricky.
Because that's such a tiny piece.
Yeah,
and that's really why you want the ultra tape, because it's so little.
Figure out where you want it on there and put that butterfly right on the edge of that opening. I'm going to try to center it, and then I put it right on the edge of the opening. And there you go. That's one half. Do the same thing with the other half. And there's your little notelet
curving
box.
That just adds so much to it.
Well,
I like
look
that.
at the difference. If you were to just place it on there, it's pretty, but look at the shine, the extra shine, because it hits it, the light hits it in any direction.
It has more life.
Yay.
Yeah, so add your ribbon, add your little cards, and you're done. Now, we have discovered that upon occasion there may be an issue, and with that encapsulated glitter, in this hot time that we're having in the summer, it might lift. So
only
if that
it
happens,
really gets in like a superheated place or something, it can happen. And what you see here, and I'll show you, here, I'll pick it up here. You can see where some of it is gone, and it's because it lifts and separates from the cardstock.
Now, if it has lifted, you can glue it back down.
Right.
So that's one option. Or you can just peel it off. Do you want to do that?
Right.
With that little piece? And it does not interfere with the artwork or the printing on the back side, on the underside of it.
You can just
so
take it off.
You have two choices. So there you go. And
it only seems to happen with that encapsulated glitter, nothing else, and it's not on all of it. It just happens on a little of it.
Like on this piece, it was just that one area. The rest of it's fine.
But look, it's hard to find too. So if somebody has it, they might not totally notice it. But it's something we wanted to make sure that we made you aware of.
Yeah, and if that happens to a degree that you're really unhappy with, call customer service. They'll take care of you.
Right.
So that is what we have. So butterfly, bouquet, and some absolutely stunning cards. 32 you can make. Now tomorrow, there you go. Fluttering. Oh, the box flutters too. Okay, gotcha. So tomorrow, please join us. We'll have more of our Hunkydory, Hullabaloo. Yes.